Yeah, I don't want to edit in some 10-minute clip, so it'd just be easier to reload it. Start new. But okay, so we had a power. For those watching on YouTube, I started the game up and we had power outage. So I did get an autosave. So, but I'm just gonna start the game anew again so we can get the opening and everything. And that's why I did a manual save, because that. Ugh. Yeah, I was like, what? Wonder if maybe some squall or something got fired on a generator. But yeah, I'm very sorry about that. We were having a lovely conversation about stuff. And then just lost all power. And my computer auto reboots when the power when the power came back on, and then I had to restart again because I couldn't get the internet configured right. So it was just a whole bunch of pain.
War never changes.
Unless you're playing a Japanese
when atomic
game.
fire consumed the earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn, for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
Look at that guy's like, yeah. Hey, Dennis. I'm very sorry that happened. Yeah, it was weird power outage. I mean, it's a perfectly sunny day and just went all power just for like a few seconds. Had to get the internet and everything back up. It was like, what the hell? You know, you expect that when it's raining and thundering and shit. So, don't know what caused it. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. That's not very good to happen. So. Oh. Yeah, good way to start the morning. Anyway, let's... This crap. Okay, heal.
You're awake. How about that?
Yeah, it's probably the third time it's ever happened to me while
Whoa,
streaming.
Easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
Now, I did autosave, and I resaved that autosave because it'll autosave over it, so I'm going to load that up, so I'm not going to worry about these.
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Good Springs. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do?
Anyway, I'm just going to be done with that.
I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room, over by that Vigor Tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race.
Okay. Now... What, it won't let me load here? Oh, there. It was probably because it was auto-saving of it. Yeah, it was auto-saving, so... Okay, let's load the character I did create a name. And we do the stat thing. So, at least we didn't have to go through all that re-picking of everything and that. So...
Ooh, looking good so far. Go ahead and give the Vigor Tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you got back all your faculties.
Okay, so... Let's... Final number, level 40... And an old helmet... Might not have been the exact same thing.
Huh. Must be some frontal lobe damage. Well, we know your vitals are good. But that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered and a bighorn are dropping. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking. All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog.
I'd probably go with cat.
House. Night. Bandit. Light. Mother.
Human shield? That's awful. Oh yes, I remember that when the game launched. That was very common for apparently the launch of it. So I don't know if that was on a Pacific system, but I remember that.
Okay, now I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one, conflict just ain't in my nature. I ain't given to relying on others for support.
I ain't given to rely on others for support. So in other words, you mean like I ain't giving to get people to give me sympathy and stuff?
I'm always fixin' to be the center of attention.
Aw.
I'm slow to embrace new ideas. I charge in to deal with my problems head on.
Admittedly, I'm kind of in the middle.
Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
Boy. Well, the metal looks kind of like a weird pot. I mean, it could also be like part of a lamp on top of like a dresser drawer or something. And the outside parts don't look like anything in particular. Like, you know, the one where it's like two faces and a vase in the middle. Looking at different directions doesn't really make it look like anything else. Okay, let's see what I got. A broken chair. I have no idea how you come to that. A chemical reaction. I guess you could say that. A shadow and a door frame. I guess you could say that's a shadow. An oozing wound. An angry two-headed ant.
Okay. How about this one?
Looks like a lamp. Pole. Okay, shadow behind a lamp. Oh, it could be a line in the ground. I see a priceless work of art. That it's some piece of space-age technology. Oh yeah, that could be like the front of a ship, maybe. I'm too embarrassed to say what it looks like.
Last one.
That looks like a boat or something in the middle of the water. A light in the darkness. A bearded man? I guess if those two faded things are eyes and the thing in the middle is supposed to be his mouth and nose. A mushroom cloud. A head on a pillow.
Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
Oh. Use that to distribute all my skills? I guess I could just go with science, sneak, melee. I guess I can go with that.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
Choose up to 2 traits or none. The flamor that burns twice as bright, burns half as long. All weapons have a +3 chance of critical, but equipment condition decays faster. You have a fear of enclosed spaces, probably because of the mutants that live there. You gain +1 to special attributes when outside, but suffer -1 when indoors. Holy board. Hey, Holy Wisers, enjoy a +2 to each of your special attributes from 6 AM to 12 PM, but suffer 1. While using guns and energy weapons, you'll fire 20% more quickly, but shots are less accurate. While wearing any type of glasses, you have +1. Without glasses, you have negative. Good nature. You're good-natured at heart, more prone to solving problems with your mind than violence. You gain +5 to balance, science, repair, speech, but have -5 to energy weapons, explosive, guns, melee, and unarmed. Heavy-handed. Your melee and unarmed attacks do more damage. You gain 25 to carrying capacity, but suffer -1 to all attributes anytime you weight carrying over 160. When your health drops below 50, you gain 10% more damage, but also suffer 2 to your agility and perception. You have +10 action points, but your reckless nature causes you to have -2 damage threshold. No one's going to put you out to pasture because you're going to stay young and level 30 forever. You'll never again become addicted to chems, and you'll last twice as long, but after 30, you can kiss experience perks and level skills goodbye. That's kind of an odd trait. Forgo 20 levels. Can you age also, by the way? Or is that just kind of a joke saying your level represents your age? From flag grenades to throwing spears, you can throw weapons faster at the cost of less range. You're skilled but not experienced. You gain +5 points in every skill, but suffer 10% from experience gain. Due to your small size, you have plus agility, but your limbs are more easily crippled. I think, if I remember quickly, didn't they add some kind of realistic survival mode in this, though? When I think about it. While using guns and energy weapons, you fire 20% more slowly, but 20% more accurate. Wild Wasteland unleashes the most bizarre and silly elements of the post-apocalyptic America. Not sure, not for the faint of heart or the silly. What, but like saying I like fucking get hallucinations? So pretty much these are all positive and negative. There's no simply positive. Well, that sucks. But Zero didn't kill those, like, die and clone themselves over and over again, too, or some crap like that. Claustrophobic, I don't think it'll be good, because there's gonna be places we'll go in. I don't like equipment decaying. That one doesn't sound as bad. Because you could obviously sleep and get better on that. Oh, and these have lengths, so you actually can make them better, apparently. That one I don't think is maybe as negative, because that's mainly in the middle of a whiskey fight kind of situation. So I think that and the Oli board I think I'll go with.
All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
You're not gonna even give me like some basic clothing or something? Also, I noticed in that opening cutscene they were digging a hole. So did they actually bury me? Or just leave me by the hole and be like, eh, fuck it.
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to me now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Was my wife's. I think she was about your size, and she hardly wore it after we left the vault. Felt it was too brazen. Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
Hardcore mode. Fallout New Vegas allows you to play in the new hardcore mode that greatly increases the challenge of the game. In this mode, Stimpaks heal over time and cannot mend broken limbs. Radaway removes radiation over time. Ammunition has weight. And dehydration is a constant concern. This mode is only recommended for advanced players. You may try hardcore mode on or off at any time in the gameplay menu, but if you activate hardcore mode now and maintain it through the end of the storyline, you will receive a special reward. Would you like to activate it? No. That's probably definitely a Wii play kind of thing. Enough retro gaming for today. I'm playing some Ocarina of Time on the original hardware. Ooh, Ocarina of Time. Rough days, man. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and save for us. Ain't that kick in the head? Now, I wonder if this is like 3 where the save file actually gets bigger. So, how do I open my Pip Boy? So, that allows me to go in the third person. There. So I have my iPods, my porks. So I have a pistol. Oh, hotkey. Shitty. Yeah, you can only equip one thing at a time. Most things, grenade rifle. Pillars can consist of many different types of gear, ranging from clothing, armor, to sunglasses and hats. DT sum. Pillar grants damage thresholds to the wearer. Your DT is a sum of all DT for the currently equipped. Plus any bonus and perks from Kim's. DT is directly subtracted from incoming damage, so the higher DT that provides superior protection. Though a small percentage of damage can get through even the thickest armor, a high DT is quite valuable. See, ND is how much protection it provides. Per above 50% provides maximum and only needs to be maintained. Light, medium, heavy shows will slow kills down when equipped. Repair, this option repairs. Allows you to repair the end or buy salvaging parts for similar items. So I have Vault 13 jumpsuit, a Vault 21 jumpsuit, lightweight leather jacket, armor, metal armor, and tribal weighting armor. That has none. Gives me some special effects. Now, if I never quickly, you can wear your vault suit underneath stuff. Well, that's an armor vault suit. Interesting. Okay, so apparently not. Aid. Basic ammo type, have no special effects. Piercing, hollow. So apparently it won't. You know. So that's the building I'm in. Apparently it won't show the world map until I go out, because yeah, it's still loading screens, which, I mean, that's not really shocking, to be honest. I was like, oh yeah, I'm probably in its own little separate void portal. Oh, it's time to learn to survive on the road. Oof, that's bright. Good springs. You've gotten a fragmented signal on your Pip Boy, a coded transmission of some sort with a sad, jazzy undercurrent that makes your head hurt. As far as you can tell, it appears to be an invitation to the midnight science fiction feature at the Majo Drive-In. Please arrive early to catch the trailers. Old World Blues has been loaded. Your level cap has been raised by 5. Pip Boy has picked up a radio broadcast from Happy Trails Caravan Company. They're looking for one more member. Now, I'm assuming this is all the DLC stuff. So, let's see how big the... This is the whole world of New Vegas, eh? Pretty small, actually, compared to a lot of stuff lately these days, eh? A lot of stuff to still discover, I imagine, though. Tumbleweeds. It's kicked weapon manufacturers, major and minor weapon deals in the region of rolling in new weapons, ammunition, Okay, so recommend the saloon. How do I... Is there a way to... yeah, there. Just getting an idea how to use everything here. So, general store. Prospectors was soon. A saloon.
Howdy. What can Easy Pete do for you? The machine? Harmless, no matter what Trudy says. She thinks it's hiding something, but I think it's just a broken down relic with no place to be. The one in the fancy suit seemed to be calling the shots. That's as much as I know. Other folks in town might know more. Word of advice, though, if you ever catch up with him, watch out. The man's got cold eyes like a snake. Can't be trusted, I'd say. Keep your gun handy if you go poking around some of the abandoned places around here, like the schoolhouse. Critters move in there sometimes.
So is he talking about this machine that was over here a second ago? Or was it? Just saw it. I don't see anyone now. Oh well. Let's go investigate the saloon and then we'll go look for the machine then. So it made it sound like that found me. So, I guess we'll see. So, Fallout 3 on console at least had a problem where the save file kept increasing in size, and once it got so bloated, it became more common to freeze. I don't know if that's...
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to.
I don't know if they plan on... if they had that problem in this.
Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
So it turns red when it becomes stealing.
Way too many strangers coming into town these days. No offense.
So it still tells you when you're hidden. Animal fun pork, animals will come and help me. Come, nature, I have called forth ye. Whale active bears, attack. Keep wanting to click in the analog stick to 1, but I guess you just hold it full forward. Turpentine. That's a material I need in 76. Wonder if that's any good or not. This one can be used to deliver items. So what is that, like a storage system? Anyway, she said behind the saloon. Ah, there she is.
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them.
Wait, hold. Oh, I equipped it. Okay. So. Let's see. Oh, there. Okay. I was expecting them to be behind or. Okay.
That's the right idea. Look down the sight. Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help your aim. Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along? Follow me. It's just down to the southeast a short ways.
All the buttons feel wrong to me. Like, I want to hit O to crouch and click in the analog stick to 1. Like, totally not what most games do now. Usually O for crouch, click in for 1-ing. I mean, there's no button combination to make me 1, right? Like, holding an analog stick forward, double tapping doesn't seem... She seems faster than me, though. Here we go out here.
Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? We got some geckos to clear out. Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else. Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. More likely to hit something vital that way. Okay, you're on. Go give him hell.
All the... Like, all the buttons are just not how I like anything, you know?
See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me. Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with 2 of us. Come with me.
See, do you get a dog companion in New Vegas? I mean, that's almost in, like, every Fallout. I'm pretty sure there's one, ain't there? go. Kept going. What's my... Man. I believe yes. I think using VATS is more effective when you're fighting with a gun. Yes, that was definitely good for... It said to use R2, so I'll try that next time. Still the tutorial thing. So what is my carry weight? So I can carry up to 220.
Ah, hell's bells. There's not a day passes by I don't tell people not to come here by themselves. Some people, your word just isn't good enough for them. Then this happens. Well, it's a part of life out here. Best to accept it. But you did what you promised, staying out here with me. Here's my end of the deal. One more thing I wanted to show you. Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making useful things for yourself. Interested? All right then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flower. Let me think now. I know I've seen brock flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being xander root over by the schoolhouse. Bring those on back to me, and we'll get cooking.
Caps, cleaver. Okay. Condition his wife was pretty low. Look at the VATS. Let's see. R1 to attack targets, change body part, change targets, cancel, accept. Okay, action points. Both misses? There we go. Fuck. That's a weird option, but okay. Yeah, I feel like I'm not really winning. Is there not an actual one option? Skydiving? Are you mad? Getting away in the house? Don't imagine it gonna be a very big house. Radio. 50. $50 to pick it. Oof. Really want me to come back here, doesn't it? So come back here when you have a lock pick. Alright, so we need to go to the schoolyard, graveyard, and this Victor is supposed to be at the graveyard. Anyway. So what are those supposed to be? Other possible points of interest, I guess? See, you can block with L1. Assuming you have to have the extra melee, yeah. Slowly out in the wild. Around it now. I feel like this should be one option. Actually, is there should be a booklet. It just feels weird. There's no like. Am I not just crazy? Block, wait, bats, hold the skin. Activate light, reload, move, stealth, torn, drop. Yeah, there appears to be no winning option. That that seems odd, but like I said, I probably don't remember, just don't remember it in Fallout 3 probably. Because, like I said, I played Fallout 76. It's the most recent one I played. Oh man, I just... Is it like... Oh, that was a spring source. Oop. Long thing of springs. Oh, what is she doing, Daniel? Oh, the cooking. Now, if I remember correctly, people will have a limited amount of money that you can bottle. Now, when I played Morrowind, what I did is I looked for a house to use. So I don't know if I want to do that in New Vegas. Because it looks like those mailboxes will be for loading up stuff in. Looks like I just want to follow this road. Feels like playing like a first-person shooter before Halo. Like a lot of the common controls are just different, really different. I'm here, your one cap. Yeah, bring on my hoarding and everything. That should be it right now. That's all Fallout 76 basically was. It's like, fucking collect everything and keep as much shit as you can. So that way.
Howdy. Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle? I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they'd run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were, so I hauled you off to the dock right quick. Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need. I'm a Securitron. Robco Security Model 2060B. If you ever see any of my brothers, tell them Victor says howdy.
So, pure luck.
Happy trails!
Interesting. Their own little shack and everything. One of the things I always thought was weird in Fallout is how the hell they keep energy going. So this looks like a schoolhouse. Aim for the antennas. I also noticed now, if I never quickly in 3, everything just moved slowly, so it looks like they legit just turned everything off now. Nope. Praying mantis is not exactly what I was expecting. Still, I think I hear one. Yeah. Nope. 25. We need some terminals are protected. If your science is high enough, you can attempt to hack it. Selecting the correct password grants you access. If you guess it incorrect, you will be shown how many levels match the correct password. You have 4 tries to guess correctly. If you fail, the terminal will remain accessible until you own the password. You can exit hacking. Time to do some good old safe scanning. Yeah. Okay. Well, looks like it's the same way as 76. 2 will collect. Metals. 2 will collect. So the A, E, R, and S on the same places. One. Don't have. Okay, so it's not the location. There's several. Let's. The only ones that match with that is the A, E, and R. So the S vanished, so S had to be one of them. One of the so it has to be something that ends with S. But what was the other one that's matching though? The A and R, which that has neither. It has an A, and it has the S. Nope. That deny me the truth. Now, I don't know if it randomizes at all. Yes, it looks like it does randomize though. 3. One. So maybe it's they both have ing and nothing else is the same. The only things that match is the ing, so why they go from 3 to 1? So then, yeah, it's not the placement then. It has to be the letters themselves. So the 3 letters in warning that are right. But it's likely not INNG, but it could be one of those. Well, it has to be one of them because they're the only 3 that match. But then again, if it's just counting the ones that they're all, then yeah, so that wouldn't be the case, so... Probably can find the password somewhere here. Take Salesman Weekly. See a password anywhere. Oh, the school desks have stuff in them too, apparently. Apparently only one of them. That one has something. I don't see a password anywhere. Bobby pins. Nobody's living here, so I guess if I really want to store stuff somewhere, I guess I could use the schoolhouse. I don't know if the bugs respawn. They probably do. I believe things did slowly respawn, like if you didn't show up for a few days. I think, if I remember correctly. What was the... A woot and a flower. Does it tell me the... Doesn't tell me the exact spot they were in. It said one of them was near the school. Don't see any flowers. Oh, so those might be like the icons. Oh, are these? Nope. Down. That's not what I'm looking for. Oh. Those. Extremely, those ain't making the little doo-doo sound. Like, I'm not seeing any of these pickable. Oh, aha! Let's say take a sip of my vault? What? Now, is there like... Yeah, so right now I have my penalty because of that time. Okay, so I need to go and... I wish there was a little mini-map. Northeast. Hello, welcome. I'm at the beginning of New Vegas. I've never played it, so I'm very unfamiliar with what I'm doing with it at the moment. Plus, the last Fallout game I played was Fallout 76, so not exactly the most fantastic thing. Fallout 76 was definitely a bit of a mess. So, plus I'm getting kind of used to like trying to get my mindset into the older control scheme because it feels completely wrong to me compared to how a lot of the first-person shooters put them. Like, I keep wanting to one with the crouch button. I keep wanting to crouch with the menu button. But that also could be a bit of a menu thing too, because like triangle is usually common for menus, and it's jumping. So it's just all feels weird. You know, probably should get my gun. So I'm pretty much just in here in the wilderness to die. But I have played Fallout 3, but that was a long time ago. Huh. I thought you could shoot the boards. Also, it feels weird there's no winning. Whoa. Don't freeze on me yet. It's too early in the game. Oh, fuck. I didn't mean to do that. Something's here, though. Ooh. Hi. I did not mean to do that. Oh, a bloato fly. I remember those things. Ooh, quite a few of them. Well, it's a PS3 game, but because I don't usually do mods. Damn, I don't like that percentage. You've discovered several locations. You can now fast travel. Oh yeah, I kind of actually forgot about that. How you doing today, though? Gotta install mods until it's dying from it. I don't know, like, I mean, if you're gonna just do mods, a lot of times, like, I understand mods that, like, fix problems, though, in games. That's a tobacco. Oh, it's flute. Yeah, it's tobacco. I'm not so poor that I'm gonna rob someone's grave. Natural growing food's one thing. Snow globe? Weird. Natural growing resources is one thing, but I take it this was where I was buried. Didn't even dig me very deep. Didn't even do a good job. The hell are you doing today, Pad? Every time I see someone playing a Bethesda game, they have like 100 mods, and there's always stuff. Yeah, that's another reason I don't like mods. Sometimes mods actually mess up the games. See, like, if the mod's fixing a problem with the game, that kind of thing I'm not really... But, like, when you're just really changing the game, it's just kind of weird to me. It's like, why'd you buy the game in the first place, then, if you're not going to experience what it is? Like, PC, like, making old games function again is, like, what I think a lot of good comes out of it. I gotta go find the shop in the town and start ditching some of this junk. Oh, well, apparently we got your power outage. Sillic buds. Who's gonna pay for Sillic buds? Willie? Anyway, I'm supposed to be looking for some bud or something? Or was that what I already picked up? That might have been what I already picked up. Block flower. Oh, it looks like I can... Oh, it's all way active. Picked up. And that's fine too. I can definitely understand it more for when you're replaying a game. Because I can agree, after you play the original experience, having a bunch of mods can obviously change the game up a lot. Well, the community for this game really likes modding a lot, so there's the roots. So I don't see the flower thing, so block flower, so block flower. Don't see anything that looks like a flower. That was just tobacco. Oh, an HD pack. It seems kind of bizarre. Can you climb up this? Doesn't look like it. I do not see any flowers. Is it directly in the graveyard? Shows it a little to the side over there. Ah. There we go. Okay. Oh, it shows the quest markers on the compass too. That's good. Okay, well, let's take the really slow trail back to Hull. I'm really surprised there ain't running in this. Except from your trusty Volt 13 and get the weed list that keeps popping up though. Actually, before we go that way, like I said, I want to find the person in charge of shopkeeping around here, so I can dump some of this crap I picked up. Because assuming it's like the other ones, oh, you can't rob those ones, huh? Ah. So I see where the bench system came from. I need to find... Because this thing makes it sound like it's some kind of, like Resident Evil box. So... Wait, so that was the general store here. Might be closed though. Well, maybe not. Johnny Uno. Probably gonna tell me get the fuck out.
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for. It's all about quantity over quality. Trouble is, you'll be cleaning and fixing your gun a lot more than usual when you use those kind of bullets.
I just love waking people up for meaningless chit-chat in these games.
Can do.
I'm kind of surprised he's not like, get the fuck out of here. Okay, so... Weapons... Miscellaneous. So he has 716 caps. Wow. Apparently batteries are useful. At least, yeah, that's how much he gives. Because that should be the number of how many I have. So I have 6 and he'll give me 5. Wonder glue likely to be useful. These should be really common. Books, I don't. Books and bottles shouldn't be a problem to find. Cup shouldn't be a problem either.
Pleasure doing business with you. Take it easy.
See, I could wob him since he's basically sleeping. Look at, I'm surprised he leaves the door unlocked. I could have sworn more when they lock the doors and shit when they go to bed if I remember correctly. Because Morwind's even farther back than fucking Fallout 3, so maybe I misremembering that. So, I still got a decent amount of space. I don't want to really sell any of my guns. If, like, so, Dennis, so, just to make sure, so, is this a chest thing to store my items and keep them safe? Or is this supposed to be, like, for quests? Because, like, how I read the message when it first came up, it made it sound like it's for, like, storage purposes. So I can, like, pick them up at any location. Like a Resident Evil box. Because if so, then that will be delightful, because then I can store all my extra guns and shit now. I mean, that's what it sounded like, but eh. Because in Fallout 3, I don't remember that being a thing. I remember I had to use some spot to, like, ooh, I didn't mean to do that. Wrong button. I believe I had a house at that place that was around the nuke that I kept a lot of stuff in. Because I think when you did the quest for the sheriff, he gave you a house or something, if I remember correctly. So... But yeah, if there's a wandering box system in this, I won't have to try and get or mortar someone for a house or take over an abandoned house. The bodies are still out here. I think they would have vanished by now. At least, assuming they did vanish, I think they did eventually. I think. There's a whole bunch of whiskey bottles out here.
Let me see what you got. Yeah, these'll do just fine. Just fine. Alright now. We're gonna be making something folks on the trail call healing powder. Go on over to that campfire now. Give it a try.
1 HP for 18 seconds.
Hey, that's not bad, see? All it takes to make a recipe is the right ingredients and the right know-how. Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Might need to do some work on your guns and ammo, maybe. Important thing to get is it's all the same idea. You just need to find the right place to set up shop. Workbench or reloading bench, whatever. Well, I hope that's enough to get you started. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Cheyenne would never forgive me. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
Oh, I didn't see you inside. I just saw that one stranger. She might have been out. Because the NPCs do have their own lives in kind of a Shenmue-like way. See, and where do I suit my EXP? So I'm halfway to my first level up. Which is good. Good. You're bored. Don't think about attacking me. I'm not food. Yeah, I believe monsters eventually respawn after some time passes. I don't remember how long, though. So, in theory, you can return and find things. At least I believe that's how it was in 3 and Morrowind. Now, I don't know if people... What? No, it's... farm animal. Anyway, so, let's see. That was the schoolhouse. I don't know if plants, like, regrow over time. Oh, can't steal any corn.
Hey there.
No wild corn. Okay, let's go see this mother lady. I imagine she's probably gonna be the one that gives us our first thing that, like, leads us in the direction of the story, I would imagine. Also, it'd be nice to try and find a companion. Anyway, so... It's pretty dark around here, though.
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not gonna buy something, get out.
What the hell is your problem?
Probably gonna kill you is probably my problem.
Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon. Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this trader, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him. He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill. You mean murder him? That's not our way, even if Cobb is scum. He can bluster and threaten all he wants. Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him. Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea. It was a big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. That's what we're dealing with now. All right. I'm sure.
See, and I don't remember if there's a lot of food you can make. So.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Had same companion for 90% of the game. I mean, that makes sense, especially if they level up, but I don't remember if they do.
If you were able to get Ringo out of this mess, you'd have a decent reputation around Goodsprings. I'd even set you up with a discount. Of course, helping Ringo would also make the powder gangers mad, and they've got a lot of friends out there.
Oh, fuck them. Powder gangers don't sound like good people anyway.
Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor, by accident, and it hasn't been working since. They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back. That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know. I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fellow wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up. Sure, the outside looks okay, but I think something broke on the inside. There'd be caps in it for you. I do like to hear what's going on in the world, and that Mr. New Vegas seems like such a gentleman. There's always something interesting going on, but the biggest news has to be the coming dust-up between the NCR and the Legion over the dam. Be careful out there.
I'm gonna take a look at this radio. So she mean that. This one. Have 20. 15, so yeah, fix other stuff to come back to it. Wait, let's go and see about. Let's see about this gentleman. So it looks like he could use some help. Okay, so she said he was at a gas station, which I imagine that's it with the big sign now. vending machine. Pump's missing. Surprised you don't have the door locked. It's not stealing. Isn't even...
That's close enough. Who are you, and what do you want with me? Sorry about the gun. You just caught me off guard, that's all. We got off to a bad start. What say we start over with a friendly game of Caravan? You know how to play? It's a two-player game, and the winner takes the whole pot. You build a caravan using the cards in your deck. The goal is to create caravan bids that beat your opponent's bids. So there's more strategy than luck involved. It's why you won't see Caravan in any casino. Too slow-paced. And more importantly, no house edge. Here, take this holotape. It goes into more specifics about the rules. You'll also need a deck, so take one of my spares. So, you feel like playing a game?
Sure.
Don't worry. I'm not that good of a player.
So I want to put everything in. We'll just let's put about 10 in. Didn't really even explain the rules. Just said I'm supposed to build a caravan. What is it showing? What happens then? Boneyard? So Ace just represents one. Let's see what that's. Skin now. Okay. Oh, does it gotta be like a different suit? I can, why can I use a king? Oh, is that because it makes it go Heil? Or can I only do it if I'm losing? So it looks like I have to discard something because there's no option to just go. So don't. Why can't I add to it? See, the thing is, he gave me a holotape, but didn't give me the opportunity to play it. So I can play Jack on now. Why don't I go? No, torn wed. I don't. I'll have to listen to the holotape. Free money. What's that? Food. Okay, anyway. But we gotta talk here. I know we have friendly
What is
game,
it?
but
Yeah, he doesn't look very tough, though. I hear he's afraid I'll shoot him down from one of the windows when I see him. And he's right. I'll have a much bigger problem once his friends show up. There's no way I could handle all of them in a gunfight. My caravan was on the return trip from California and heading back to the company branch in New Vegas when we got jumped. Not even a drop your weapons and hands up before the bullets started flying. We put up a good fight, but there was too many of them. I took a few of the bandits down before I ran, so I figure their friends are out for revenge. Oh, sorry. I thought everybody knew already. I'm a trader with the Crimson Caravan Company. I'm, staying in town for a bit. Did you want something else? It's been in business for a very long time, and it's probably the biggest trading outfit in California. There's a branch up in New Vegas, but it hasn't been doing so well. Word is that the big boss herself, Alice McLafferty, is coming in to fix things. I'm gonna lay low for as long as I can, assuming the town doesn't throw me to the wolves. I've got no chance against the gang on my own. We just end up sharing the same grave if it's just the two of us. Now, if some of the other people in town were also on board... Start with Sunny Smiles. She's been friendlier than most around here.
Okay, looks like we're gonna start up a good old gunfight, shall we? Too bad you can't, like, name the fouls, so... Just do a new one. I don't want to have too many save files, but at the same time, I want to have some in case I need them, so...